Tonight we want to take you inside what the former president says is his favorite exhibit at the Presidential Center. It's an ode to a special tradition he held during his time in office. NBC5's Allison Rosati sat down with one of the creatives who was behind the project.
This is President Obama's favorite exhibit in his museum.
Dear Mr. President.
And it's the short film, 10 Letters, that gets him every time. Just ask Valerie Jarrett.
I've been with him when he's watched that video twice, and both times he walked away and he's like, I get choked up every time I look at that.
The short film uses shadow puppets to capture the story of President Obama's ritual of reading 10 letters he received from everyday Americans at the end of each day. It was created right here at Manual Cinema in Pilsen. A long labor of love for Drew Durr and his small but mighty team.
We'd put in years of work on this, and to have all those years of work pay off with him saying, oh, this is my favorite part of the exhibition, it was just so moving. And we love it so much, and so it meant a lot to us.
Is your mom really proud of you?
Yeah, my mom is really proud of me.
These hands-on creators had to go through thousands of letters.
It was an overwhelming task, and how we approached it was we almost thought of it like we were creating a piece of music that had all these voices inside, and sometimes a voice was a loud voice or a soft voice. We had to tell a story with sort of ups and downs, and we realized as we were doing so, we were probably sort of crafting the journey that President Obama himself went on every night when he was reading these letters.
And when the script was finally done, all the puppets had to be cut out by hand.
We tried to capture a little bit of every letter writer's life, but using these very simple tools of light and shadow. Every puppet is made by hand, cut out with scissors or X-Acto knives.
Even the real letters.
In some ways, we made the letters into little shadow puppets because in addition to creating depictions of the letter writers, we also wanted to capture the letters themselves because they all have a character in them.
And finally, all hands in motion to make the puppets move to play out the story.
For example, on this President Obama puppet, there would be one puppeteer who'd be operating the letter in his hand. There'd be one puppeteer who is operating his head. There would be another operator who was probably pushing the camera in at the same time. It is a dance that we all take part in, and we all have a role to play in it.
10 Letters ends with President Obama reading a culmination of his letters back to the American people.
I guess what I'm saying is that your president is thinking about you.
It does cut through everything that's in visual culture, and people take notice. I've never seen something like that before. But in a way, we have all seen something like that before because
there's something familiar about it.
Exactly. We've all played with shadow puppets as a kid.
For Drew and his team, it's a dream come true that will never end.
The idea that essentially a puppet show that we made is playing in this giant museum, this institution, in perpetuity.
Allison Rosati.
Sincerely, Barack Obama.
NBC5 News.
Wow. Thank you to Allison for that story right there. Reminder, the center is going to open to the public on Friday, but we're going to bring you special live coverage on Thursday. That's during the private grand opening. And we just learned there's a long list of performers who will be there. Bruce Springsteen, Jennifer Hudson, John Legend, Stevie Wonder, just to name a few. Our live coverage starts 8 a.m. Thursday morning, and you can watch our streaming platforms to see it. It's on Peacock, it's on Roku, it's on Pluto, Samsung TV. It's also at NBCChicago.com.